So let me explain what's going on here. This is called Human Spirit Agency. Apparently, this is a well-known... Is that running correctly? Hold on. I have to make sure this runs in a specific locale. I just don't remember which one I have it set to. It should be on... It should already be set on... Okay, it is. It is set on Chinese. Okay, this is apparently a well-known fan game in Chinese fandom, but I've never heard of it, and unlikely most people have either. But it's like an Ace Attorney style game made in RPG Maker. You're gonna hear a lot of familiar music. I don't know what else to really expect, but what I do know about it is that when I booted it up, I saw an image and I was like, oh, I see. So this isn't translated because this requires graphic design, and unfortunately for the translator, graphic design isn't his passion. So this hasn't been translated, but the dialogue has been. It's not perfect in terms of like where it's spacing because this game was not designed for English, but it'll be readable, chat. This was made in 2015, I believe. 2015 is when this game was released. This is only the first chapter, aka like the first case, I assume. I think there's 5 in total. But yeah, he gave me this. This is basically a test run, chat. We're gonna play this. We're gonna see how it is. Apparently, it's a mix of another game as well. Let me pull up the message he gave me. Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? 2015-ish. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Content. Okay. Forget. Oh, there's a lot of messages in here. Give me a second. Ace Attorney / Diamond and the Sound of a Gunshot. Have you ever heard of that, chat? Diamond and a Sound of a Gunshot. I don't know what that is. Okay. So I think there's like 3 chapters. It seems to be keyboard control. Let's see. Never. No? Alright. I don't have my controller plugged in. Chat, I have to go get my controller. Hold on. Hold on. This might actually pick it up because it's RPG Maker. Oh. I was enjoying that music too. Right. Diamond and shoot in the rough. But yeah, I guess essentially, chat, this game is going to be very, what do you call it? I mean, I'm sure you'll get a feel for what you're gonna see, because I saw the same thing when I booted up, and I was like, uh-oh. But I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not any more grotesque in terms of, like, you know, blood than Ace Attorney. But I will say this, chat, there's definitely a little more going on here than the Aya Ace Attorney game cases, where they're usually just hee-hee-ha-has. I mean, it'll speak for itself when you see it, but controller is not picking up. Okay, keyboard it is. Let's begin with the first part, which I assume I'm playing all 3 of these. I don't know how long they are, so let's just start, see how it goes. Now, chat, I know what you're thinking, and the answer is that's intentional. It's backwards. I thought I fucked up when I first started it up because I couldn't read that at all. I was like, what? But you can read it backwards. Look at it backwards, and you will be able to read it. It says, I will save you no matter what, Mary. That's what it says. Okay. Good noise. Distant daydreams long for a wisp of smoke. Mountain demons long to incite a coup. When night descends, the mare shall fall, leaving behind raindrops the night. Wind weeps. Yeah, this is slow as shit, but I think this is because it's the intro, right? This is the Phoenix Wright intro. These are always slow. No. How could I? This is... What should I do? I'm sorry, Akyu. Oh, shit. It was Akyu? So I guess there's your viewer discretion. There's your advised viewer discretion, chat. This isn't quite like the Ace Attorney game where everybody's all peaches and cream and you get a slap on the wrist. Akyu is fucking dead. So that's not good. So yeah, you know, I'm not really huge on this kind of subject matter myself, but it should be fine because it's Ace Attorney. So, you know, this is your warning. This is your fair warning that if you're not really up to that kind of you're not up to that, then this probably isn't for you. It might not even be for me, to be honest with you. But we'll see. That's the thing about Ace Attorney, right? People die when they are killed. But in the Ace Attorney games, there's no murder because that's extreme. But in this game, this is a different universe, chat. This is a completely different universe. People die when they are killed here. Today has been a really peaceful day. Let's see. Do I have any appointments left? So all the art, apparently, chat, is original. The art is original, and the music is taken from different games. I don't know if none of it is original tracks, but as you heard from the Phoenix Wright music earlier, you're probably gonna hear that a lot. My work is done. It's a delayed Pachun, that's all it is. It'll happen eventually. Hey, wait, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Yomu Kompaku. As you can see, I'm the director of this human spirit agency. Well, I call myself the director, but I'm really the only one working here. As you can probably tell from the name, the agency was built to help local residents with various problems, big or small. I opened this agency for certain reasons. Also, I can return whenever I want since it's always night in the netherworld. It's currently midnight, but by the time I get back, I can almost guarantee Yuko-sama is still sleeping like a log. Oh, the rain seems to have stopped. At least I never have to worry about Yuko getting stabbed. What a beautiful moon. Today should be a full moon night. Yeah, I see that. I wonder what Yuko-sama is doing right now. Is she sleeping or is she admiring the flowers? It's rather peaceful right now. It'd be nice if this peace could last forever. Or at least I hope so. What am I thinking? It's such a peaceful night, of course nothing's going to happen. Huh? Loud! Loud! Gensokyo's #1 Tengu, Aya Shamima. Ow. Ow, ow. How many times have I told you to knock before entering? Jesus, that was loud. Yeah. I didn't knock just now, Desu. Who says Desu? No, what? Who says Desu? But you still kicked down the door. Yeah, that's the door's fault, Yomu-san. No, it's your fault. This is Aya Shimemura with Tengu. Calls herself Gensokyo's fastest. Gensokyo's #1 news Tengu. Indeed, in terms of flying, no one would be able to surpass her. Ayaya and Desu are her signature catchphrases. Since when? Fucking what? Since when has Desu been her signature catchphrase? What is going on here? She's reliable, but sometimes she really gets on my nerves. Alright, what are you doing here at this hour? Ayaya, you see a big tragedy has occurred. She really just fucking says it, huh? Your expression isn't convincing at all. Say, do you know Hieda no Akyu Desu? Yeah, the child of Miyare, right? Oh shit, what about her? I gotta be careful about skipping dialogue. She was just found dead in her house, Desu. In her house, Desu. What? Kane reported the crime 10 minutes ago. She said she found the body in Akiu's house, Desu. In any case, they've already found people to perform an autopsy and secure the scene. I only heard about it just now, Desu. Why the fuck does she say Desu, dude? Is that so? In truth, I feel like there's something off about this incident, so I'd like you to help investigate, Desu. Off? Well, I'm not sure either. I just feel like there's more than meets the eye. So will you accept this request, Yomu-san? You already know my answer. We can handle registration later. I can't turn a blind eye to such an incident. Oh yeah, roger that. Keita no Akiu, the child of Miyare, has been killed. Who would do such a thing? Save your progress. You can save anytime in the menu pressing the D key. I can say whatever that says, or I can say no. What? Why did the X key? Did the X key say yes? This is Akiu's house. Is X doing that? The crime scene is the opposite room desk. There shall be personnel in the scene. Understood. Let's go. Oh, shit. Oh, I keep doing that. These floorboards. Why do they creak when you step on them? It's really unpleasant. What does that have to do with anything? Heart of the scene already, Desu. Just a bit off-putting. Yeah. So your weakness is creaking floorboards? This is great material, Desu. Now I know what to put in as the headline of tomorrow's issue of the Boom Boom Motor newspaper. Don't use that expression, Desu. It's dangerous, Yomu-san. Okay, fine. Do you see that cabinet beside the door? This? Yeah, that's Akiu's shoe rack. You can take off your shoes and place it in there to avoid making noise when walking. You're right. All done. Since the shoe rack belongs to Akiu, we should make a record of it. Maybe it'll come in handy. Make a record of it. Okay. That's it. You should frequently make a record of things that might be related to the case. Then you can press the S key to review them. It'll help out a lot when you're thinking, Desu. Make note of things related to the case, then S key to review them. Got it. Let's go. Alright. I can move now. I can't tell if X is actually, like, saving the game. Oh, C is saving the game. I think. Z does nothing. S. Evidence. X is back out. Okay, this is a weird control scheme. What the hell? Oh, shit. Oh, no. What? Well, wait a minute. No. How do I... Wait, how do I load the save? What the fuck are the controls in this goddamn thing? No read me for that. What? Skip. Skip! Yeah, where's the load button? Ugh. I don't know if I even saved because there's nothing saying that I did, but then how do you even load the goddamn thing? Yeah, this is really slow. It asked me to save there, right? I clicked enter. What the fuck? Okay. Save. I hit back to menu. But how do you load the game? What? But how do you load it? There's no option. There's no option to load a game. What's even the point of saving? Is load another option? Oh, yeah, you're right. That was the option. So this is load. What's this? It's an error. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I tried counting. It failed. Okay, this is the load button. Okay, I found it. Evidence shoe rack. This is archaic as fuck, dude. What is this? Okay, enough of that. Enough of that nonsense. Give me my controller. Stupid ass control scheme this one's got. Alright. Yo Moo. HSA. Give me the up. Give me the down. Give me the left. And give me the right. Okay. Okay. We have D-pad now works. Alright. We have, what's the confirm key? I guess enter, huh? No. Okay. A button. Enter. Okay. D is pause, so what's button 8? D, okay. And I guess back button 7 is S. And then I guess I need X for X. Let me see if that works. Okay, I got it. We're good. We're good, I got it. I solved it. Job solved. God damn it. Evidence, characters. Aku, child of Miyare, found dead in her own home. Aya, 1,000-year Tengu, my client for this case. Not here, Desu. The bedroom opposite the front door, Desu. Not here, Desu. The bedroom opposite of the front door, Desu. Who's that guy? You two? Ah, yeah. We're here to investigate Desu. I'm done. I'm done saying Desu. It's over. I'm done. Investigate, what a bother. Oi, come here. Don't try running away. I really wish you weren't wearing shoes right now. Come on, be responsible to the gods. Tell us everything. This is Reimu Hakurei. She's Gensokyo's shrine maid, and her job is to maintain the order of Gensokyo. Speaking from personal experience, her skills in combat are no joke. Especially her yin-yang orbs and persuasion needles. If you fought her before, you definitely won't forget them. Turn it down? What do you mean, turn it down? Alright, it's at 75. How's that? It's at 75 now. It's not my fault the music in this game is so random and volume sound. Seems like she's the one that got take charge of security. Yeah. You see, Reimu-san, the child of Miyare being murdered is no small incident, so I hired the experienced Yomu-san to help investigate. I wouldn't really call myself experienced. Oh, that. There's no need to investigate anymore. Huh? Say what? Because I've already got the culprit. Eh? Eh? This guy. Oh, hi there. This is Renosuke Morichika, the owner of an antique shop called Cordindo. Like me, he's the sole employee of his business. Though he doesn't really sell anything, he opened his shop purely for his collection. He's not good at doing business either, but he doesn't seem to mind all that much. As long as he's happy, I guess. He's also a bit slow on the uptakes, or I guess you could call him dumb. He's someone who will drive you to your wit's end. From the looks of it, I don't think he even knows what's happened. He's the killer? Seriously? Good timing. Can you help me talk to Reimu? I forgot to close the door when she dragged me out here, and now I'm worried I'll get robbed. Hey, you do know why you're here, right? You murderer. What? No one's told me anything, though? I told you just now, idiot. No, I'm not a murderer or anything. Excuse invalid. We already have undeniable proof. Don't think you can get away. One has to be responsible towards the gods. Reimu-san? What? Is it true that you have evidence to prove Renosuke-kun is the culprit? Obviously. What is it? Why do I have to tell you? Huh? I mean, you're just some bystanders who barged in here. I don't recall you having any authority to get in the way of official business. Official? Thanks to the villagers trusting me, I have been elected the person in charge of this case. I actually think it's a bother. I can't wait to go back to sleep. Your friend is dead. Seriously, I had to run here while it was raining. My socks are all wet. I'm not letting you two drag this case on. Do you want me to sleep through the entire morning? Yeah, just because of that? All in all, we have decisive evidence. Don't get in the way of my bedtime, okay? Yeah, what do we do, Yomu-san? Reimu Hakude? Yes. As the Hakude Shrine Maiden and as Gensokyo's protector, you disregard others' opinions and bar them from investigation. Don't you feel guilty for work this sloppy? Can you be responsible to the gods? You have fake ghost. You're doubting me? The evidence is near the body. Go take a look yourself. But I have one condition. If you can't prove that someone else is the culprit, and in the end you just wasted everyone's time, then you must apologize sincerely, full of regret. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Yomu-san was so cool just now. This is investigations music. Not only did you stare down Reimu-san, you even forced her to agree to the investigation. Yomu-san, is everything alright? If Renosuke-kun truly is the culprit, how am I supposed to apologize? Well, Yomu-san, let me ask you a question. What's your attitude towards the request? This isn't an interview, right? Yeah, of course not. It's just a personal question. Well, if it's a request, I'll do my best to fulfill it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. She doesn't say it this much. Holy shit, this Aya is messed up. She's got two verbal ticks on top of each other. Yomu-san, regarding the request I gave you, I'd like to add another request on top of it. Prove Renosuke-kun's innocence. Why do you care? How about it? Even so, will you still fulfill the request? I can't let a murderer get away just for a request. However, if I find out he truly is innocent, then I'll do everything I can to fulfill your request. Yeah, that's the spirit. Alright, let's start investigating. Reimu-san said there was decisive evidence near the body, so we definitely need to check it out. We can talk to the coroner if we want specifics about the body. He should be near the body. Oh, he's the coroner. We have to get the testimony of the first person to discover the body as well. Lastly, there may be some unusual things we want to take a closer look at in the room. Okay. We can interact with the Seer Space Key. We might be able to find helpful clues by interacting with certain objects. And that concludes the hint of Gensokyo's #1 Aya Shimemaru. Enter works too, right? Really investigate everything in the scene, huh? That really sounds like something a reporter would do. But since the goal is to prove Renosuke-kun's innocence, suspects besides Renosuke-kun will have to be considered. That's right. Okay, let's get started, Yomu. Alright. The button works. Thank you, Yo-Yo, for getting the sub. A shelf storing books. I want to search through them individually, but just seeing them makes my head hurt. Oh? Could it be that Yomu-san is illiterate? This is big news. It's just that there's too many. Huh? There's something wrong, Yomu-san. On the floor. There's traces of blood. You're right, Desu. God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. And it seems the bloodstain has been wiped. A wiped bloodstain near the door. What on earth? Recorded bloodstain. The evidence is on the body. Go take a look yourself. You two have to prove my innocence. Otherwise, there'll be no one called Renosuke left in Gensokyo. That's what you're worried about? Candle, I think, was used to provide light for late-night reading. Aki sure is diligent. Huh? What's wrong? This candle. The upper part is missing a piece. What is it? You're right. You mean the wick? And it seems to be recent. A candle with its upper piece missing. Could it be? Incomplete candle. Bloodstain. Candle beside the table, its upper part is missing an even piece. What? Missing an even piece? What does that mean? He's no idea what's going on. A suspect. Gensokyo's shrine maid in charge of this case, but wants to end things quickly and go back to bed. I'll scroll. Something seems to be written on it. But the writing doesn't look like it's recent. Actually, it looks like it's been there for a very long time. The realm beyond the subconscious does exist. The proof lies in the lowliest of the highest persons. All that's needed is the mare's blood. Huh? It's all disjointed and there's a bunch of cryptic nonsense. Who was this written for? And this realm beyond the subconscious? Is something the matter? You've been quiet all the time. This time, it's not like you at all. Oh, that I was just thinking about some things. Some things? Well, Yomu-san, you ever get a flash of inspiration? You mean when a light bulb goes off in your head? Yeah. Regarding these light bulbs, there's such an explanation. Wait, is there a logic mechanic in this game? These light bulbs go off because for a brief moment your own thoughts entered someone else's subconscious mind. No, wait a minute, what the fuck are you talking about? What? What? It goes something like this. Every living creature in this world has its own subconscious world, but normally it is very weak. Yet when your mind is highly tense, the power of these subconscious worlds will immediately expand. So much so that it's now able to enter another person's subconscious world and bring back memories it originally didn't have. However, this phenomenon only lasts for a brief moment. In fact, it usually ends before its owner even realizes it. Therefore, people mistake it for something that they thought of on the spot, as if they got a flash of inspiration. You hear that, chat? Anytime you've ever gotten a flash of inspiration, you've literally stolen ideas from somebody else's subconscious. Nothing in this world is original. But wait a minute, chat. Who the fuck had the first original idea if all of my ideas are just stolen from other people's subconscious? What? What? I don't understand. And that concludes the information I have. Yeah. In truth, this is just a hypothesis. Anyone would think of bizarre things from time to time and even mistake them for reality, no? Well, I guess that's true. In the past, I too would often fantasize about the outside world when work got slow in the garden. But did Aki truly write this out of boredom? Huh? What is it? Under the scroll! Seems like a piece of paper on it is... What's that? What exactly is this? Looks like some strange drawing. Aya, what's wrong? This is... Yomu-san. What is it? It looks serious. Yomu-san, due to my position, the report on that incident a year ago isn't complete. What? This picture, Yomu-san, to this day we still haven't figured out its purpose. However, this is the unresolved evidence that appeared in that incident 1 year ago. Unresolved? You mean you never figured out the reason for its presence in that case? What case? Yes, that's right. Unresolved evidence from the case 1 year ago. Is it somehow related to this case? What you talking about? Alright, well. Yomu can't read. Yomu can't read. Yomu can't read. Okay. Well, let's go check the decisive evidence. It's a clock. Doesn't seem to be broken. You can skip text that you read before. So happens to be 12:10 a.m. That reminds me, you came to my office at exactly 12, right? Yep. You said the crime was reported 10 minutes ago. In other words, the crime was reported at 11:50 p.m. That's right. Oh, it's midnight. Right, obviously. I was looking at the moon earlier. Am I a fucking idiot? Yo! What's up, Gregory? Are you the coroner? I've never seen this uncle before. He's not a coroner, he's a defense attorney. Greetings, my name is Kita Katsuda. I am the coroner of this case. That is not your name, you fucking liar. May I ask who you two misses are? Misses. I'm Yomu Konpaku. I'm here to investigate this case. Nice to meet you. Why didn't they just use fucking, like, bad or something? Like, he's a detective. Kira-kun, I'm Aya Shimemaru. Miss Yomu, Miss Aya, it's a pleasure to meet you. Wait, maybe it's because Gregory is dead. Gregory's dead, and this is his spirit. His spirit has crossed over to Gensopo, and now he's doing investigation work here. I don't fucking know. Do you mind explaining what you mean by miss? Apologies, my poor choice of words must have confused you. That's how I address women. Why do I suddenly feel like a fish out of water? Yeah, he's English. Ayaya, don't let her looks fool you. Yomu-san is still an innocent young maiden at heart. I wouldn't dare. It's nice to make your acquaintance, Miss Yomu and Miss Aya. Have you found anything on the body, Kira-kun? Well, I cannot determine the exact time of death. I did make a couple of discoveries. Oh? What did you find? What is this music? What is this prism version of the fucking cross-examination theme? Firstly, the cause of death is a stab wound on the victim's heart. You mean a stab wound? I mean, I guess "on" works here. I was gonna say stab wound to the victim's heart, but I don't know if that works. This is from Leighton and Phoenix Wright. Oh, so this is the cross-examination theme of that game. No wonder it sounds so prismy. This is the only wound. Correct, this is the only wound. As the heart was pierced, though, death should have been instant. From the body's temperature, assuming no foul play is involved, the victim was most likely killed after 11 p.m. So the time of death is after 11 p.m. Picture of sad Akyu. Furthermore, a hole very small in diameter was found beneath the victim. From this, we conclude that the victim was stabbed in the heart and died as a result. It's also worth noting that there are no traces of blood in the hole. So there's a hole on the floor beneath the body. Additionally, the entire room has been checked. We found no trace of spiritual residue. No spiritual powers have been used in this room for the past few days. This we can be certain about. What does that mean? That rules out spiritual powers from having anything to do with this case. Lastly, we discovered water stains on the victim's socks. The socks have been stained with water. Yes, the water is concentrated at the forefoot. It was most likely caused by running. A pair of the victim's shoes were also found neatly arranged beside the bed. Most likely they haven't been used since she got into bed. Socks. Yeah! These must all be important clues. Damn, that was a lot. Kita-kun is amazing, giving us so many clues in one go. Indeed, Kita Oji-san is very professional. Being praised by two young misses is quite the honor. Is Kita Oji-san from the outside world? How did you know, Miss Yomu? Whether it's the way you dress or the way you speak, you don't seem like someone from Gensokyo at all. Miss Yomu was quite observant. Indeed, I am from the outside world. Ever since I arrived in Gensokyo, I've been studying medicine at Aente. I only came to the village recently. I never expected to use the skills I learned this soon, however. Oh, so that's why he's certified to be a coroner here. Ah, so you studied at Aente. No wonder your work is so meticulous. You flatter me. Speaking of, what was Kita-kun doing just now? You weren't moving at all. Ah, I was assembling logic. Logic? What's that? Yoma would ask something like that, wouldn't she? Logic is to gather all that we know and figure out the relation between them. That link is what we call logic. Sounds like something amazing. Aya and Yomu currently unsure what it means to think right now, having it be explained to them by old Kita here. Miss Yomu, you're here to investigate this case, correct? Yes, I am. When necessary, you can also try to assemble logic. That is, to consider how each clue relates to each other and figure out the cause and effect. The truth will become even clearer. Especially when you're stuck, reorganizing your logic is the utmost importance. Sounds really hard, though. Assemble logic, huh? Perhaps I can give it a shot if the opportunity presents itself. What button? By the way, Kita-kun, there's something I want to ask. How did you figure out there isn't any blood in that small hole under Aki's body? Maybe it was just too dark for you to see? That is impossible, Miss Aya. In truth, a year ago, A&T developed a new type of chemical. Oh no, luminol? Miss Ada named it the blood illuminant. Ah! But I lean towards calling it luminol myself. So what does it do? I'll show you. It can test for traces of blood. You could say that if a place has been stained with blood, it can be detected no matter what has been done to the place in question. Unbelievable. I actually have a bottle of it with me right now. If you wish to use it, just say the word. Okay. Do we really need something like that, though? Blood illuminant. Trademark patented. Puddle. Oh, why is there a puddle here? Well, it's probably leaked in from the roof. It was raining just now, after all. Leaking roofs on top of creaking floors. I swear, this house. Yeah. Speaking of rain, I think it stopped at before midnight. I recall it starting raining at 11 p.m. In other words, this puddle was formed between 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. That's correct. Puddle. I cannot investigate the body. Cabinet storing clothes. No stealing the things inside, Yomu-san. Isn't there something you would do? Nope. How you doing, Kane? You're Kane Kamishirasawa, right? Yes? I heard you were the first person on scene. I'd like to know. I say. Yes? Don't you know talking to others without greeting them first is very bad manners? Huh? Young people nowadays are becoming more and more ill-mannered. They should all be sent back to school. I didn't know Yomu-san was an ill-mannered person. This is Kane Kamishirasawa, a half-beast that teaches in the village. As you can see, her temper isn't that good. She especially hates it when people show bad manners. Apparently, she grows horns on nights with a full moon. That reminds me, isn't there a full moon tonight? Can I ask? Use please when making requests. Please. Can I ask you when you... Use may when asking questions. May I please ask... Why, how annoying. When did you discover the body? It was around 11:30 p.m., I think. Can you be sure about that? Yes, I caught a glimpse of the clock over there. In that case, could you describe what you saw? She was lying on the mattress, her face in shock. A knife was embedded in her chest. There was blood everywhere. Wow, how scary. Your expression isn't convincing at all. I was scared out of my wits, not even daring to enter the room. I immediately ran outside to get help. I see, thank you. Testimony. Okay. By the way, why did you visit Aki in the middle of the night anyway? There was something I wanted to discuss with her. What was it? Prying into other people's privacy is very bad manners. Yeah. This is a very important question. Please answer. You visited someone in the middle of the night that someone just so happens to have become the victim of a murder. If you don't give us a clear explanation, I'm afraid we'll have to treat you as a suspect. You don't need to brandish your sword, Yomu. Today, or should I say last night, there was a banquet at the Hakude Shrine. Huh? Why didn't anyone tell me? Yeah. I attended as well. Yomu-san was so engrossed in work that she didn't know. You're kidding. I want to attend too. May I continue? Oh, right, yes. As the banquet was still happening, Aki secretly told me there was something she needed me to safe keep. She told me to come pick it up when I was late at night and promptly left the banquet. I also left soon after. Something to safe keep? What is it? She was already like this when I got here. Naturally, I have no way of knowing what it is. I see. Aki always lights a candle to study every night. I never thought today would be her last trip in the sea of knowledge. Now that I think about it, you're awfully calm. Of If crying could bring Aku back to life, I would have bawled my eyes out already. Mr. Coroner, Kira-kun is assembling logic. Let's not disturb him. Aya seems to like Kira Oji-san a lot. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You two have to prove my innocence. Otherwise, there'll be no one called Renosuke left against Sokyo. I looked at the body, did I not? I just saw her this afternoon, but now she's... Whoever's behind this, I'll never forgive them. I'll never forgive them. And here we have someone who directly shouts it out. The body is facing north, covered by a blanket. Aki's eyes are wide open. She shouldn't have been killed in her sleep. Could she have seen something shocking before she died? A kitchen knife is embedded in her heart. Should be the murder weapon. And yet the handprint on the handle looks really odd. Odd. It's almost as if it came from a left hand. Huh? Looks like she's right. Left hand kitchen knife. A left-handed handprint on the murder weapon. This must mean something. Ay. What's wrong? This is decisive evidence. What? Where? Under the blanket, around the area around Aku's left hand. What's that say? I can't read that. Ay. Did she write a dying message exposing her killer? What's it say? How should I apologize later? Yomu-san, no throwing in the towel. It must say Renosuke, I guess. Huh? I'll do my best to fulfill your request. Yomu said it herself. Ah, I did, didn't I? 11-3-04. What? 7. What if you approach from another angle? What? If we assume Inosuke-kun is innocent, wouldn't the existence of this message be quite strange? Yeah. If that's the case, the authenticity of this message is something that we'll have to overturn. Maybe we'll even find something that points to the true culprit. A dying message under the victim's right hand. A dying message facing towards the front. Maybe there is something we ought to pay attention to. Okay. Speaking of which, Yomu-san. Yes? Don't you feel like the blanket covering Aki-san looks a bit off? Huh? It does, a little bit. It's a bit to the left. How strange. Maybe it's because she was moving around in bed. That's possible. I should probably keep it in mind, though. Alright. Okay, goodbye. I can't leave. Okay, I've seen that. Evidence. It's a lot of evidence, dude. Oh, God. Candle's upper part's missing a piece. Okay. Can't do that. No. Alright. What could she be thinking about? So you've seen it. Since the victim herself has already told us who the killer is there really a need to investigate? Seriously. Don't get in the way. Don't get in the way my sleep, alright? Don't get in the way of my sleep, alright? Yeah, that evidence is pretty decisive. Ay, Reimu-san, don't be so hasty. Accepting the dying message so easily, aren't you moving things along a bit too fast, Desu? Oops. Oh? In other words, was the message truly written by Aku-san? This is something Reimu-san still can't prove. You're saying you have proof it wasn't written by the victim. According to the Gensokyo legal principles, it's useless unless you have evidence to prove it. That detestable principle of Gensokyo. If it weren't for that... then please wait until we wrap things up before coming to a conclusion. Okay. What's wrong? Is it a stomach ache? I'm asking just in case. Are you left-handed by any chance? How'd you figure that out? You actually are? Renosuke-kun, there's a left-handed handprint on the murder weapon. Okay. Why aren't you talking? Talk about what? There's a left-handed handprint on the murder weapon and you're left-handed. Obviously, you'd be a major suspect. This fucking guy. You're right. I swear. Oh no. Oh god, what do I do? Someone must have framed me. Renosuke-kun? Yes? Approximately how many people know you're left-handed? Let's see. Since I don't often go to places with a lot of people, only Aku-san and Kane-san should know. Ayaya. Write that down, Yomu. Ayaya, indeed. Although, is it truly just these two? We've checked just about everything in this room. So, does Yomu-san have any ideas? Well, so-and-so, but I do indeed have a few ideas. That's great. That case, has Yomu-san prepared herself for it? It? During the course of an investigation when opinions of two parties differ, a clash between the logic and reasoning of both parties will occur. Huh? Is that really necessary? Obviously, Rainbow-san won't readily agree to anything Yomu-san says. So your reasoning will have to clash with hers to prove the other party's argument so that they'll accept our reasoning instead. Well, that's true. But I have no experience with these kinds of things. Ayaya, in that case, Aya Shimemanu Gensokyo's #1 news Tengu shall teach you, Yomu-san. Whoa. During a clash, the other side will give their thoughts in an organized manner. Press down key to hear your opponent's next statement. By the same coin, press the up key to listen to your opponent's last statement. Okay. Additionally, if you feel the need for the opponent to elaborate, you can press with the A key. Oh, I don't have a button map for that. What the hell was that? I don't know what that is. That must be the S. I don't have a button for... Hold on. I don't have a button for A, so let me just... Let me do this. Right, just like that. Okay. Relentlessly press the opposition like this. Maybe you'll get some useful hints desu. Oops. For example, if you feel the text speed is too slow, you can press the X key to make it appear all at once. Most importantly, if you find a problem in the opponent's statement, press the S key to present evidence. I have no idea what that's doing. How about this? What about that? I'm not sure either. Yomu, you must be careful when presenting. Otherwise, the clash will go bang and shift in an unfavorable direction. Once the situation is completely controlled by the opponent, it'll be game over. But since this is the tutorial, I won't do something like that. Be careful. Choose the correct item and then point out the contradiction on the correct statement. The pause button is not allowed right now. Most importantly, if you find a problem in the opponent's statement, press the S key to present evidence. Told you to press and not press. Okay, what am I presenting? I'm sorry about the controls. Anyway, this isn't the statement you need to present on. Let's try it right now. For example, my name is Aya Strongest Tengu Desu. The statement, press the S key. Right. Saying that about myself feels a bit weird. Kida, serious looking but kind uncle, the coroner of this case. That was the wrong character. How about this? What about that? I'm not sure either. Yomo! 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 Okay. Although it's definitely something you'd call yourself. Your name has never been Aya's strongest Tengu. Yep, just like that, Ayaya. Congrats, Yomu-san. It feels like I just got a star from the teacher. By pointing out the flaws in the opponent's statement, the clash will shift in our favor. What? I can't hear you! Yomu, turn it down! Well then, everyone should be familiar now, right? Time is of the essence. Quickly defeat Reimu-san and save Renosuke-kun. Learned the basics of clashes. Rating. Perfect! I say, are you done playing detective? Have you thought about how you're going to apologize to me? How you're going to apologize to me? No. I believe Inosuke-kun is innocent. Sheesh. One must be responsible towards the gods. If you have anything to say, spit it out already. Likewise. Reimu Hakude, that reasoning you're so confident in, you're more than welcome to tell us. What is the song? I feel like I've heard it before. My Rokan can forge by yokai the mysteries that cannot cut are next to none! The evidence is written on the mattress. That's the name of the killer written by the victim herself. So isn't the answer obvious? The victim used her dying breath to write the name of her killer, Renosuke Morichika. Okay. Akiu's dying breath. Yeah, shouldn't that be obvious? What's going on? Something feels off. Could it be Yomu-san? That's right, it's here. Before the victim died, were they capable of doing that? In other words, did she even have a chance to do it? All the chat. This is investigations music. There's a lot of text here you're not gonna see because I'm not pressing everything. Dun 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 dun. Chop! Let me confirm. You said Akio used her own blood to write this message before she died. Obviously, is there some kind of problem? Of course there's a problem. This is the autopsy report. It clearly states the victim's death was instant. What? Rainbow, it's okay. Just hit me with the updated autopsy report. Akio had already passed away when she was attacked. How could she have written the message? This could only mean the message wasn't written by Akio. Rainbow's getting squished. Disprove the dying message. Perfect! The victim couldn't have possibly written the message. Therefore, this can only be a setup by the killer. Well said. I agree completely. Anything left to say? Reimu Hakude? Let me ask you something. The victim's death was instant. Who told you that? The coroner? Naturally, it was Kito Oji-san, the coroner. Coroner! Is something the matter, Miss Reimu? Tell me, why was the victim's death instant? As the heart was pierced through under normal circumstances, death should have been instant. Under normal circumstances, when the heart is stabbed and the weapon is immediately pulled out. Wow, you really need to work on your skills as a coroner. Damn, Reimu. One has to be responsible to the gods, after all. What, is this her catchphrase? I've never heard this catchphrase before. Don't you know common sense? Even if the heart was stabbed, as long as the weapon isn't pulled out, a person would not lose a large amount of blood. I'm glad Reimu knows this. Reimu's very well, like, you know, versed in the art of stabbing people in the heart and keeping the wound plugged up so it doesn't bleed out everywhere. Thank you, Reimu. Meaning, a person could still live for a short amount of time. What? Indeed, if it were under that circumstance, a person could survive for a brief period of time. And now, the murder weapon is still right there in the victim's heart, no? No, no way. Learn some common sense, you half-baked ghost. You'll embarrass yourself otherwise. Common sense, my foot. Seriously, some wannabe like you wouldn't even compare to her. Alright, since we made a new discovery, let's... She updated the autopsy report, man. She did it. Since the victim could still live for a short amount of time, she totally had the time to write that message. Doubtless, the one who wrote that message is the victim. Therefore, Minosuke Morichika is the killer. That's not certain. It's certain. Absolutely not. It absolutely is. It says it's... Stop acting like a kid. Shut the hell up. Says the pot to the kettle. Now that was a good press. What, throwing in the towel already? I'm not too knowledgeable in medicine. Is that how you spell knowledgeable? Wait, chat, is that how you spell knowledgeable? Is it knowledge-able, or is the E at the end of knowledgeable disappear? I actually don't know. That is correct? Huh, okay, I thought the E's replaced with the A. Fuck, man, English is stupid. In medicine, I don't think I could rebuke her on that. Then where do I strike from? Aya, Yomu-san. Aya, what were you and Kido Oji-san talking about? I asked for some advice and clashes. Wanna hear? Forget it, he threw me under the bus just now. Don't be like that, it won't hurt to listen. Alright, the trick is to think in reverse. Reverse? If you can't break through from one angle, reverse your thought process and break through from another angle. Instead of, did the victim write this message? Think, could such a message be written by the victim? Could such a message be written by the victim? A message facing towards the front, towards the reader. Indeed, that's worth thinking about. She could still have a short amount of time. She's trying to read that message. Dallas, the one who wrote the message, is the victim. No. Left-handed, report of the crime. Left hand. The kanji mori is written. Socks, hole, autopsy. Death was instant. Didn't update. Oh. I like that cut-in. I can't believe you missed this, Hakude Shrine Maiden. Spit it out. Don't just stand there with a conceited look on your face. Can't you see? This message contains a glaring contradiction. This message was written towards the front. But can't you see? Aki was lying on the bed. She should have written this in a backhanded position. So the message should actually look like this. What? Perfect. The victim was writing while lying on the bed. If that's the case, the message should be facing towards the victim, not us. I'm confused. Yomu-san, why is the message like this then? The message is facing towards us instead of facing the victim like it should be. This can only mean that the message wasn't written by the victim. Then who wrote it? The killer, of course. The killer planted this fake evidence to shift the blame onto Ryunosuke-kun. Your so-called decisive evidence has just proven Ryunosuke-kun's innocence. Well said, I agree completely. Can you do anything besides agree? I swear, you really are determined to cut my bedtime short. Can you do anything besides sleep? It can't be helped. I'll have to use the other decisive evidence as proof. Eh? I never said there was only one decisive evidence, right? Moreover, it's something you two should have noticed anyhow. It's also on the body. Or, well, on the murder weapon. You don't mean the bloody handprint? As I thought. No matter how much I want to sleep, I'm not so tired if I'd fail to notice that this handprint is from a left hand. Oh, brother. Now what do I do? Try taking a look at that handprint again, Yomu-san. Maybe there's an extremely important clue we all missed. Also, if you think about it in reverse, this is the last piece of decisive evidence on the body, right? In other words, Rainbow-san's suspicions towards Ryunosuke-kun all comes down to this last piece of evidence. In other words, this is the final battle. All I have to do is break through her reasoning. And Minosuke-kun's innocence is a foregone conclusion. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. On the knife's handle is a left-handed handprint. I heard your conversation with the suspect. He's left-handed, isn't he? Clearly, it was he who left this handprint. In the midst of night, he snuck up on the sleeping victim. And bam, blood everywhere. That's how the handprint got on there. Well, no, because... No, that's not how that works. No, 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 no. That's not how that works at all. Oh, my Windows crashed. That's what that was. I was like, I heard the noise, but the game stopped moving. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Alright. On the Aku and Kane, no, they're left-handed. Well, no, because the autopsy report should be correct here. This can disprove your argument. Well, I thought it could. Yeah, the whole reason the dying message was even a thing was because there was no blood. Because the knife wasn't pulled out of her, right? We're trying to say half-baked ghost. Oh, I didn't say anything at all. You're just bent on shortening my bedtime, aren't you? Why do you keep using sleep as a reason for everything? Yomu-san, be more careful. Do you think things through are presenting? The handprint was created when blood splashed the killer. Obviously, where else would the blood come from? What's going on? The handprint was created when blood splashed the killer. Something's not right here. Just what? Yeah, I got that part, but I clearly don't have the right piece of evidence. Because the autopsy report didn't update. Huh. Complete candle. Hole. Oh, right. This one. I forgot. It was, not this one? She's getting... You're almost getting big. Not the hole? Her shoes not have been used. Dying message. Kitchen. Okay, well, I guess it is the knife. Finally, I found the last contradiction in your statement. What are you trying to say? This is the handprint on the murder weapon. Can't you see? It contains a glaring contradiction. Wait, I think I understand what I said wrong here. What contradiction? You're kidding. If blood splattered, it would be on everything, right? This handprint is made with blood. But isn't that strange? How could your palm get covered in blood? Normally, handprints caused by blood should be the areas with no blood. That's right. Because the hand is holding the handle, if blood splashes onto it, the hand would obstruct it. Yo. That's right. In that case, the area with no blood would be where the hand was. That's what you'd really call a bloody handprint. And yet, right now, only the handle is stained with blood. Other areas are completely clean. This can only be fake evidence planted by the true killer. What do you say, Reimu Hakude? Bupkis. Rating? Success. Successful. Well said. I don't see any problems at all. Well done, Yomu-san. Any doubt towards Minosuke-kun should be cleared up. Indeed. Reimu Hakude, at this stage, you have no reason to arrest Minosuke-kun anymore. I swear. Are you that bent on taking my precious bedtime away from me? After all that, your goal is still to get back to bed. It's your responsibility now. Eh? One has to be responsible to the gods, after all. Chat, I have never in my life seen Reimu ever say anything even remotely close to this line. And in this game alone, this is like the 5th or 6th time. Since you've said that much, tell me, who the hell is the true killer? Yomu-san, there's no problem, is there? Perhaps there is someone. Yeah? Spit it out then. Who is it? You got this right, Yomu-san? Maybe. Whether it's the upside-down message or the completely illogical handprint, it's all fake evidence planted by the true killer. In other words, the person who planted this evidence is undoubtedly the true killer. Then the key is who planted all this fake evidence? Or rather, who had the ability to fake all this evidence? Hurry up already, who's the true killer? The true killer can be found with this evidence. What? This is the true killer's identity. I think it just proves a certain half-baked ghost is still just a half-baked ghost. Yomu, think it through. Wasn't that? But she's the only one who had the chance to do that. Right? Not the shoe locker! Oh no! Not the shoe rack! The crime was reported at 11:50. Puddle, candle, autopsy, mysterious hole, socks, dying message, kitchen knife, cane, Renosuke. What proves this? Who could be the only person? No? This is gonna be one of those things I'm gonna feel real stupid for not getting. Socks, puddle, dying message. It's not Kane's testimony. But if it's not Kane's testimony, what the fuck is it? It all comes back to the handprint left behind by the true... Oh, okay. It's because only 2 people know he's left-handed and one of them's dead. What about it? You're saying this evidence is pointing toward the true killer on it. The key is that it's left-handed. From what was written on the message, we can be sure that the culprit was trying to frame Renosuke-kun. In that case, this left hand is also part of the culprit's plan. Thus, the true killer is someone who knows Renosuke-kun is left-handed. Renosuke-kun once said that the only people who knows he's left-handed are Hieda no Akyu and Kane Kamishirasawa. That's right. Kane Kamishirasawa, you are the true killer. Eh? Oh, what's going on? You serious? Indeed, in truth, I felt it was strange from the start. The murder was reported at 11:50 p.m., yet the body was found at 11:30. This 20-minute interval is strange no matter how you look at it. However, it all makes sense when you think about it. This 20-minute window is precisely when you killed the victim and tampered with the scene. What do you have to say for yourself? Kane Kamishirasawa? Huh? What on earth is... Getting this guy up to speed sure takes a lot of effort. I say, suspecting people based on mere conjectures is very bad manners. These aren't mere conjectures. The killer is unquestionably someone who knows Renosuke-kun is left-handed. And among the 2 that know, one of them has already died, meaning the other person is the true killer. Yomu Kampaku, accusing others of a crime before listening to their explanation is extremely ill-mannered behavior. What are you trying to say? Firstly, I must apologize to Mori-kun. Me? I am deeply sorry. As a teacher in charge of educating the next generation, I did something that was terribly rude. I once told others of the fact that you are left-handed. Wait, you... Please do not interrupt others while they are speaking. That's... I'm sorry, Mori-kun. A few days ago, whilst I was chatting with others, I accidentally let slip the fact that you are left-handed. Please accept my deepest apologies. Oh, that's nothing. Everybody makes mistakes. Why are you accepting it just like that? Ha 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 ha. And you were so close too, half-baked ghost. Since the handprint can't prove Kane's guilt anymore, it can't be helped. According to the principle against Sokyo, the person with the most suspicion must be arrested. What the fuck? Right now, all I can do is arrest the person with the most suspicion, Renosuke Morichika. Eh? How come it's like that? Well, somebody's gotta go to jail. Yomu-san, hurry up and think of something. Damn it. If I agree with her, I won't be able to save Renosuke-kun. King Kamishiro-sawa, I have questions regarding your testimony. As I thought. What? A dying dog tends to bite. That is what I mean. Come on, May, I have to thoroughly examine your testimony. If you refuse, it'll at least prove you guilty. Even a dog on the verge of death can be quite a bother. I shall play along. But if you find nothing in the end, then shut your mouth and go home at once. Yomu-san. Oh, this really is an uphill battle. If I fail here, I won't get any second chances. No matter what, I shall prevail. Okay. I am very sorry towards Mori-kun. I once accidentally divulged the fact that Mori-kun is left-handed. As I said, it is public. As I said it in public, I cannot remember who could have heard it. Therefore, as I'm not the only one who knows Mori-kun is left-handed, I'm naturally not the biggest suspect. Even if someone heard it, it's not like they commit it to memory. But what proof do you have? Well, moreover, the half-human shopkeeper being left-handed, while not shocking, can still be considered minor gossip. Maybe someone even wrote it down and spread it around. I don't think anyone would, such as those with nothing better to do than spread gossip on newspapers all day. Why are you looking at me? Don't tell me you. Of course not. You're one to speak, Kane-san. Did you really tell anyone that? I definitely did. She's really not trying to hide it, huh? But this might mean she's using her reputation to get her off the hook if I can't find any contradictions. Alright. In public, yes, something like a tea time gathering between us teachers. I was a bit tired back then, so I accidentally gave away information about Mori-kun. Doing such a thing, don't you feel guilty? I feel very guilty, in fact. I always have been. I sincerely apologize to him just now. If you have a problem with that, you may do whatever you wish after you shut up and leave. Act. Of course you're sorry. You tried to frame. How rude, Yomu Konpaku. Jumping to conclusions without giving others a chance to explain. Why don't you shut up and go learn what manners are? Yomu-san, stay calm. Okay. Where? To whom? My apologies, I cannot remember. What? After all, I am a teacher. I have to prepare lessons, give talks. Many things require my attention. Even people I talked to a few days ago, I cannot remember at all. Even so, you at least remember what kind of person they are. Regarding that, could not find any informations. It's over! I can't find any breakthroughs at all. It would seem this incident has come to a close, Yomu Konpaku. Damn it! Proving whether or not someone has said something, there's no such way such evidence exists. Yomu-san. Not like this. Come on. If only. I'm sorry. I really... You're kidding, right? I said no giving up. Yomu-san, it's already... Well, guess we have a verdict. Sheesh, and I thought things were gonna get troublesome. No way, you're serious? Since there aren't any more objections, I don't have to drag this on any longer. Hang on! Yomu-san, are you really giving up? You can't, otherwise Renosuke-kun will be taken away! But I can't think of anything else. It's already... How can this be? Yomu-san, we are relying on you. You have to think of something. I can't. What are you saying? Alright, Renosuke Morichika, you're coming with me. Huh? Why? You'll pay for your crimes against Gensokyo. I was the coroner. Who on earth? It's Kiraoji-san. Miss Reimu, Miss Kane, regarding the previous matter. I have an objection. Iggy. Cut the crap. Even the coroner is getting in my way now. Regardless of my position, the truth matters above all else. Miss Yomo, do you intend to give up on your client's innocence? I don't. But my client is actually... That is so, Miss Yomu. One must believe in their client. Only then will the case be resolved and the truth uncovered for all to see. The truth. Miss Kane, you still have not fully explained everything. Why don't you damn cockroaches just give up already? In your previous testimony, you had only proved that you once told others that Mr. Morichika is left-handed. However, you still have not proved that you are not the killer. I'm not the only person who knows Mori-kun is left-handed. Isn't that enough already? It is not. Within the crime scene, there lies a piece of evidence that proves you were the one who tampered with it. What? You've noticed too, correct, Miss Yomu? What? When Miss Kane tampered with the scene to frame Mr. Morichika, she left behind a piece of evidence. She intended to shift blame onto Mr. Morichika, but it inadvertently also gave us a clue. What could it be? It's a habit Miss Kane has towards Miss Morichika. Mr. Morichika. It is because of this habit that the spear of doubt she pointed at Mr. Morichika is also pointing right back at herself. Habit. Please think carefully. I know what it is, Chad. I know. A habit of Kane's proves she tampered with the scene. Wait a minute. I must apologize to Mori-kun. I'm sorry, Mori-kun. I know what it is. I know what it is. Could it be? This is the evidence that proves Kane tampered with the scene? I see. Yomu-san, have you come up with something? I owe you one, Kiraoji-san. It would seem you're one step closer to the truth. On the dying message, Mori is written. Now, isn't this strange? Huh? What's so strange about it? Me and Aya call him Rinosuke-kun. This is how you'd usually address him. Reimu Hakurei uses his full name, Rinosuke Morichika. These should be the most common ways to address him, right? So what if it is? In that case, why did the killer specifically write Mori and not Rino? Huh? Kane, I've noticed that you address Rinosuke-kun with the uncommon Mori-kun. What are you saying? If we assume the killer was thinking of framing Rinosuke-kun, then Rino should have been written. And yet the fake message uses Mori. This means the killer was actually thinking of framing Mori-kun, which is something only you would think about. Maybe the killer thought Rino might mislead people into thinking it was someone else. That's not possible. Rinosuke-kun said it himself. Otherwise, there'll be no one... Oh my god. There'll be no one called Rinosuke left against Sokyo. He's the only person against Sokyo with that name, so the culprit wouldn't have considered this at all. In other words, only you who calls him Mori-kun would think of using to frame him. That is some silly shit. This is preposterous. There are many others who call him Mori-kun. Do you have any proof that I'm the only one? The one who needs proof is you. No matter how far-fetched that is, as long as you can't prove other people also call him Mori-kun, according to the principle against Sokyo, you are the biggest suspect. Ugh. From her reaction, I guess she really is the only one who calls him that. Alright, let's press the attack. Kane, it was you, wasn't it? You killed Hieda no Aki and tried to frame Rinosuke-kun. What utter nonsense. Scoundrels! All of you! Okay, that's a bit... You're just some ill-bred wannabe detective. Wannabe detective, even. How dare you suspect me? We have sufficient evidence. If you wish to rebuke us, go ahead. She's gonna pop her horns and kick my ass. How dare you accuse me with no evidence? Some nickname can't be considered evidence. What if it was just the killer's whims? The fake message, the fake knife, none of them have jack to do with me. And not a single one of you lowlifes have proof that I'm the killer. I'm just an innocent witness. End this farce already. Witness, is that all there is to it? Yes, an experienced educator like me would never commit murder. So, you're saying you'd frame someone for murder? Bastard! I've had enough of your crap! You're talking to a teacher! Watch your damn mouth! I'm not sure if your students would want you to be their teacher if they saw you like this. You were bad-mouthing me just now, weren't you? She can read minds? Your rudeness is written all over your ugly face. Between me and a vulgar half-beast, who's the rude one? Also, you better not be bad-mouthing my race. Do I need to learn how to do a poker face? Alright, scroll up. Alright, let's do it. The chances of that should be pretty low. I'm afraid no one would be this careless when murdering someone. That's not certain either. Wasn't the fake message and weapon seen through in an instant? That's true. The fake message and fake knife, none of these have jack to do with me. The fake message and weapon. Weren't you the ones who proved that it was fake? Indeed. This is the culprit's fake message. This is the culprit's fake handprint. It's as if not a single one of those lowlifes. You lowlifes have proved that I'm the killer. Conversely, what proof do you have that you're innocent? So what if I don't? Are you saying everyone in Gensokyo is the culprit if they don't have proof? The song doesn't loop properly. Well, you're the desperate cockroaches that need proof. Seems I'll have to break through using solid proof. I'm just an innocent bystander. End this farce already. Witness, is that also all there is to it? Yes, an experienced educator like me would never commit murder. Oh. I got that one already. Yeah, wait. Whoops. Up. Scroll. Scroll. Right now you're the biggest suspect. Based on what? That stupid nickname? Some nickname, fake message, fake knife, none of them do. Okay. It's gotta be involving the fake stuff, right? The fakeness. That's not right. That's not right. No, that's not right. There's testimony, Kane's testimony, kitchen knife. The fake knife. What do you mean? What do you mean fake knife? Wait a minute. What do you mean fake knife? You're digging your own grave. The hell are you saying? You spoke of the fake message and the fake weapon. Let me ask you, is this knife truly a fake murder weapon? We never once brought up whether or not the weapon was fake, yet you, someone who didn't participate in the investigation, just casually revealed this fact. There can only be one reason. You were the one who planted this fake knife. Anything left to say, Kane Kamishiro-sawa? Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Eh? What's going on? Kane Kamishiro-sawa, you unintentionally gave away a fact. This kitchen knife is not the true murder weapon. If you could reveal something like that so casually, it undeniably proves that you are the killer. Nonsense, it was just a slip of the tongue. Shut your damn mouth. I have evidence to prove that this kitchen knife truly isn't the murder weapon. What? Huh? For real? This kitchen knife contradicts a certain piece of evidence. If this kitchen truly was the murder weapon, then it would not be in its current state. Kitchen knife. The data related to this evidence tells us the murder weapon is definitely not this knife. So the hole? This proves the knife is not the true murder weapon. A dying dog tends to bite. I guess it's true after all. Is that all you can say? What a jerk. Aya, what happened to your name? Think it through. Kitchen knife can't be the murder weapon. Ha, isn't it obvious? According to... I was just checking for bugs, that's all. That's all that was, chat. I was just checking for bugs. Proofreading. According to the autopsy report, the victim's heart was pierced through. Don't you see? Gah. The murder weapon went through the victim's heart. You're telling me it was done with this knife that just had some blood at its tip? Impossible. You didn't participate in the investigation, only mulling on the sidelines. Therefore, the only way you would know this knife isn't the murder weapon is if you were the one who planted it in the first place. We have you cornered. Confess, Kane Kamishiro-sawa. Just gonna go beast mode. Well, that's loud. That's loud. We did it! Aye. There's no need to explain. It was you! You killed Hieda no Akyu, and then attempted to shift the blame onto Renosuke-kun. No, I wouldn't. I didn't! Yeesh, that took an unexpected turn. I'd like to go back to bed now, please. There are things more important than sleep, you know. Well, at least this case is closed now. Culprit is Kane Kamishiro-sawa, yeah? It was her who tampered with the scene. We can only assume she's the killer. True. Creaky-ass floorboards. Alright, now it's your turn to come with me. It wasn't me. She's still not giving up, huh? Resisting is useless, even if I could fall asleep at any moment. You know how persuasive my needles are, right? Haha. I get it. One has to be responsible to the gods, Yeah. Alright, come with me. You're gonna be facing the judgment of the gods. Mata! See, he still speaks Japanese. What? I have an objection. Actually, you have a hold it. You, what is it now? Are you trying to piss me off? Everyone, Miss Kane's mind is currently in disarray, so please allow me to explain on her behalf. She did tamper with the crime scene, but only to divert suspicion away from herself. Isn't someone who would do that obviously the killer? Igiyari! While she did do something she shouldn't have, she is not the killer. She is only a witness. That's canon already. I'm the one in charge of this case. Some coroner like you should just be quiet. This is getting more and more confusing. You may be the bigger authority. However, as long as the truth remains hidden, this incident will never come to a conclusion. You, who are you? How dare you? Miss Kane, please tell us the truth. You may yet clear your name. That's right. I'm not a murderer. Then who did it? With the second intervention of Kido Oji-san, the case once again took an unexpected turn. Just what could the truth be? Save the game? Yes. Do I have enough time for the next part? Chat, it's been an hour and a half. I have an hour left. Oh, shit. Do I have enough time for more investigation? Yes? Alright, I guess I do. For the specifics, it's best if Miss Kane tells us herself. In truth, yesterday at 11 p.m. Stop! I'm not wasting any more time on this. You have any idea how long it takes to get here from the shrine? At least 10 minutes, even if I fly. If this drags on, I'm not sure when I'd get back to the shrine. I might even sleep until the very next day. The person in charge of this case is really helpless. I don't care! As the person in charge of this case, I order all of you to stop at once. Save your breath, Miss Reimu, if you don't wish to become a suspect, that is. Miss Kane, please continue. Yes. She wants to go sleep. At 11:30 p.m. at Aki's request, I arrived at her house. I took off my shoes and headed towards the bedroom. It was at that moment, the door suddenly swung open and Aki came running out. I was perplexed, but it wasn't that instant. Aki was stabbed by someone behind her. What? Something sharp pierced Aki's heart and was immediately pulled out. Aki dropped to the floor. I instinctively went to help her. At that moment, a figure flew past me, quickly fleeing the scene. I stood there for a long time, shocked. I wanted to get help, but I realized visiting Aki so late at night, I'd definitely become a suspect. So I went into the scene. You, what exactly did you do? I put the body onto the mattress, planted the knife in her heart, left a message, fixed the candle, and got rid of any bloodstains. That's all. She got reposted, that's all. Fixed the candle. When I went in, I realized the candle had fallen to the ground. A small piece was also missing. I put it back just in case. Ironically, that was the one thing we didn't discover. Ah, the hole in the blanket also didn't align with Aki's heart, so I moved it a bit to make it seem like the knife killed her. Huh? There was already a hole in the blanket? Yes, it had the same size as the wound on Aki's heart, but it didn't align with her heart at all. How strange. Since it has the same size, it was definitely caused by the killer, but why would it not align with her heart? Did the killer miss? Afterwards, I went to report the crime. I put on my shoes and went outside to get help. I returned with the Hakude Shrine Maiden and Kira Katsura-kun. You know the rest. That's everything I did. Although some questions have been cleared up, even bigger questions have arisen. Is she really not just denying responsibility? What do you think, Miss Yomu? Huh? Oh, it could be true, but I mean, you don't seriously believe in that story, do you? She's just denying responsibility. There's no point in trusting her. One must be responsible to the gods. That reminds me. Why did Kane-san think of framing Minosuke-kun in the first place? That's... Logically, at this point, Kane shouldn't have any reason for suspecting Minosuke-kun. Yeah, how do you explain that? Do enlighten us, Miss Kane. Back then my mind was in chaos. I think I saw something I once saw at Mori-kun's place. It reminded me of him, so something at Renosuke's-kun's. Huh? It's that on the table under the scroll. Kane-san, do you mean this? Ah, precisely that. How did you see that under the scroll? What? I once saw it in the past. Mori-kun was researching it in Koirindo. Huh? Renosuke Morichika, you. This picture, I do recall seeing it. Ah, I remember now. Yeah, Akyu showed me that picture before. It was from Akyu. Speaking of, Akyu-san was part of that case as well. Incidentally, Akyu came to me herself. About a few months ago, Akyu brought a piece of paper with that picture drawn on it. She asked me what the picture meant. I didn't really understand, but I can immediately tell what its name was. That's probably why Akyu came to me in the first place. Then what on earth is that picture? Well, I'm not sure either. What? At the time I saw two names. Two. Names? Uh-huh. When I saw that picture, the words sigil and symbol appeared in my mind. A sigil and a symbol. It was too confusing, so in the end I couldn't be of much help to Akyu either. But I made a copy before Akyu left since I thought it was interesting. Then for a while I spent my time researching this picture. I wanted to get to the bottom of the sigil/symbol. But I soon got bored of it. Well, what to say, some things in this world will always remain unsolved, I guess. Kane likely saw me researching that picture. A sigil and a symbol. Hieda no Akyu. What on earth were you? Okay, that was a really big tangent. Huh? We're currently discussing whether or not Kane Kamishirasawa was trying to deny responsibility. All that had nothing to do with the discussion. That's true, but hasn't this gone on for long enough? You still don't have any evidence that Kane isn't lying. See? She's just trying to deny responsibility in the end. Well, you're loud, Gregory. You should have noticed, Miss Yomu. In Miss Kane's testimony, she described Miss Akyu being killed in the doorway. You should have evidence that is able to prove this point. Speaking of the doorway, that's been bugging me for a while now. Yes, I think I do. Oh? What evidence do you have to prove that the victim was killed at the doorway? Probably the bloodstain at the doorway. Please turn your attention to the door. There lies a drop of blood which was wiped. According to what Kane said, the true killer stabbed the victim at the doorway and immediately pulled out the weapon. There should have been a large pool of blood at the door. Did you get rid of it, Kane? I did. I wanted to make it look like Mori-kun killed Aku in her sleep, so I got rid of all the blood. Some of it refused to disappear, though. Oh, why didn't you say so? I actually have something that's able to completely get rid of bloodstains. Are we really sure this guy can run around without supervision? So, what Kane-san said should be the truth. Yes, it's plausible. I'm still awake, you know. I think you're better off asleep. Everything just now is speculation. Do you have any proof that she isn't just trying to deny responsibility? Yeah, my patented Eden-made luminol. Sorry, illuminol. That bloodstain is proof. Oh, wow. When did that get there, I wonder? Maybe she killed the victim and some blood flew there. She accidentally stepped on it. One has to be responsible to the gods, after all. I've no interest in a wild goose chase. You understand that, right? Then tell us what you think. Exactly what I was going to do. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, here we go. This is just a lie she made up to escape responsibility. That speck of blood, who knows if it was left behind when she committed the murder. Speaking of, didn't she say the victim was pursued by the killer? The way I see it, the victim never fled at all and was instead killed on her bed. She took the knife and ka-ching stabbed the victim to death. What do you mean ka-ching? Ka-ching? Yeah, want to give it a try? Never mind. According to her, Aki was killed in her sleep. Is there anything that disproves that? Well, it would be the fact that her eyes are wide open, right? No, I guess not. Time, puddle, candle, hole. Not the socks. No. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. She have her shoes on? Alright, let's just back up a bit. The bloodstain proves the victim was killed at the doorway. Maybe she stepped on it with accident after the murder, or maybe I stepped on it. You did? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? The murder occurred at the doorway. This shouldn't be wrong. Is there any other evidence that can prove this? The victim was pursued. No, the door swung open, came running out. It's almost as if it were real. I'd say it is real. Aki was pursued by the killer, which means the killer chased Aki for a short while. If I can prove that... Where I see the victim never fled at all and was instead killed at her bed. Aki was killed on the bed? What nonsense. The weapon in the body is right there. The knife is a fake weapon. The real one has been taken away. Yeesh. I think she's just made a fake weapon out of boredom. Also, isn't there a hole under the victim? She was definitely killed on the bed. That hole, indeed, lines up with Aku's heart. But there isn't any blood on it, and the blanket is strange too. Perhaps there's evidence related to Aku's actions. The victim never fled at all and was instead killed in her bed. I think it's the sock. Yeah, it is, because they're wet. They wouldn't be wet if she was in bed the whole time. The hell is it now? The victim was killed on her bed. Is that true? Obviously. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the rain created a puddle of water next to the bed. Of course I noticed. So what? And yet, the victim's socks have been stained by water. What? The puddle formed between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. The time Aku stepped in the puddle. Just so happens to be the time the murder occurred. Aku stepped in that puddle while trying to flee the killer. You can't be sure that it was because she was trying to flee. Maybe she stepped in it by accident when going to bed. That's not possible. The puddle is on the left side of the bed. The door is on the right. She wouldn't have stepped in it no matter what. Maybe the victim had something to do and got up from bed. That's also not possible. The water is concentrated at the forefoot, which means the victim had been running. Or more precisely, running for her life. Moreover, we found no traces of Aku's shoes being used. Kane, did you tamper with the shoes? No, they were like that when I got here. Grr. Indeed, she didn't even have time to put on her shoes. This proves that she was trying to avoid a threat to her life. Do you have anything more to say, Reimu Hakurei? Damn. Success. Cha-ching! The killer pursued the victim to the door, and there's no doubt about it. Well said, I agree completely. Now, where have I heard that before? Whoa, 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 I almost fell into your trap. Huh? You know? Whether or not that stain was caused by the puddle is something you can't prove. Huh? So you see, if those stains were caused by anything else, your logic completely falls apart. What? No way. I can't believe I forgot about that. One has to be, yeah, shut up, Reimu. Well, in that case, I still haven't finished. Seriously, what more is there to say? The victim definitely fled from her bed. There's no doubt about that. Is there anything I can use to prove it? The evidence that proves the victim did flee from her bed is... I mean, the only thing it could possibly be is the candle, right? I recall, Kane, you said you fixed the candle. Yes, I thought it had accidentally fallen to the ground. In that case, it's important to consider why this candle was on the ground in the first place. Gah. Seems like you know what I'm going to say. The victim bumped into it while running towards the right of the room. That's not certain. Who knows how long it's been on the ground? That's not possible. Don't forget there's a small piece missing on the top. Kane told me Aki lights a candle in the study every night. Since the top of the candle is missing an even piece, it could only have fallen last night after she went to bed. Now hang on for just a second. Have you forgotten that hole? The killer definitely landed a hit. And land a hit the killer did. But at that moment, Aki noticed the killer right in front of her. Instinctually, she dodged to the left, avoiding the blow. Moreover, she was still lying down at the time, so she actually rolled out of the way. And Aki-san was still under the blanket. The blanket, too, moved to the left along with the victim. Therefore, when the killer attacked, the blanket wasn't in the correct spot, so the killer didn't hit the intended target. That's why the blanket doesn't align with Aki's heart. The bloodless hole, the misaligned blanket, the stained sock, the fallen candle. All of this proves the killer's first attack missed its mark and was instead avoided by the victim. Now wait, your argument has completely collapsed, Reimu Hakurei. I said wait! Miss Yomo, at this stage, the entire timeline of the crime should be clear. The killer snuck into the room, ready to stab the victim, but was noticed. The victim fled to the left, stepped into the puddle, and knocked over the candle. The killer chased after her, knowing their identity would be exposed if Aki made it outside and called for help. Coincidentally, Miss Kane came to visit. The victim, seeing Miss Kane in front of her, unconsciously stopped running. The killer used this opportunity to pierce the victim's heart and flee the scene, leaving behind the shocked Miss Kane. Miss Kane was afraid of being implicated in the murder, so she made it look like that Mr. Morichika did it. The reason she chose Mr. Morichika was because of the picture that reminded her of him. That should be just about summarize the entire case. Now, a question remains. Who was the killer? I know who it is. Indeed. Then do you have any ideas, Miss Yomu? Who is the killer? The killer? Please think carefully. Is there something that can point us in the direction of the killer? But of all the evidence we have on hand, it doesn't seem like any of them connect to the true killer. That is so. Unlike Miss Kane, the killer was extremely cautious, leaving behind almost no evidence. However, there is something the killer cannot hide. Huh? What Miss Kane saw. Miss Kane witnessed the killer. That is something they cannot hide. But all Miss Kane saw was just a blurry figure. Apologies, but I did not get a good look at the killer's face. It doesn't have to be the killer's face. What? Please think carefully. Besides the killer's silhouette, there is something else Miss Kane saw. That is the key to the killer's identity. Something else? Could it be the killer's weapon, clothes, figure? Miss Kane also roughly saw the killer's build, right? Sorry, but I couldn't see it at all. I guess not. Could it be the killer's clothes? Sorry, but I couldn't see it. How could you not see the clothes or the figure clearly, but you can see the fucking weapon? Something sharp pierced Aku's heart and was immediately pulled out. Oh yeah, I guess she did recall that, didn't she? Whoops. She had seen something sharp that is the murder weapon. Indeed, as the hole and the wound are the same size, we can conclude that the hole was in fact caused by the murder weapon. Though these descriptions, have you figured out who the killer is, Miss Yomu? Something sharp? Usually it would be something like a spear or a sword, yet the hole has a very small diameter. So it should be something like a spear, drill, or needle. Wait, could it be? The one exposed by the murder weapon is this person. Oh, get bent. Eh? Why has Yomu-san gone all silent? I can't believe it either. Say, Reimu Hakude, we've all seen your persuasion needles before. Your needles are thin, sharp, and good at penetration. The weapon you always bring along when you head out to resolve incidents, your persuasion needles. What are you trying to say? What I want to say is, the person in charge of maintaining order in Gensokyo, the Hakude Shrine Maiden, murdered the child of Miyare in cold blood. What? Huh? Huh? The hell are you saying? Watch your damn mouth. I am doing my best to remain calm. How dare you? This isn't something to joke about. The murder weapon is a thin and sharp object. That's your needle, isn't it? Nonsense. Do you want to be taught a lesson? I'm tired as all hell, but I don't need you to wake me up. I'm not trying to wake you up. Reimu Hakude, I will expose you as the person who murdered Hieda no Aku. What? You? When you think about it, a lot of things make sense now. Up until now, you've been trying to end this investigation as soon as possible. Furthermore, you didn't object so fiercely when I proved Inosuke-kun's innocence. And yet you were doing everything in your power to stop me from proving Kane's innocence. That's because Kane is your sole weakness. No matter who took the blame, you had to stop Kane from telling the truth. This is why you've been trying so hard to stop us from investigating. You are the killer. Now wait just a second. Your crimes have been exposed. Admit it already. I said wait. Are you deaf? Whoa, Reimu, you got some scary eyes. Oh, shit. Seriously, that know-it-all face. You look just like her from back then. Well, I'm rather fond of it myself. To take that face full of confidence and shatter it into a million pieces. Reimu, you alright? You okay? What have you done? One must be responsible towards the gods. You say I killed someone? Utter nonsense. I have absolutely nothing to do with this case. Even so, you insist on saying I killed someone? You truly have nothing to do with this case. Oh, please. I'm just an innocent shrine maiden looking to get some sleep but was dragged out here, and now I'm being accused of moida. Do you understand the pain of wanting to sleep but not being able to? Yes, I do. Answer my question. Do you truly have nothing to do with this case? Not even letting me complain? How heartless. I was only called here after the murder. You have any idea how hard it is to clean up after a banquet? I barely got here at 12 a.m. That murderer dragged me all the way here. Sheesh, she must have thought I wouldn't be able to think clearly due to a lack of sleep. She's referring to Kane. The murder occurred at 11:30 p.m. and Kane reported the crime at 11:50 p.m. Reimu Hakude, append that statement to your testimony. There's that know-it-all look again. Suit yourself. Even so, you insist on saying I killed someone. I only arrived at the scene at 12. It was nothing to be... I had nothing to do with this case at all. Oh. Oh. Remember how she mentioned it takes 10 minutes by flight to get from here to her shrine? Exposed yourself. You finally slipped up. Say what? I got here at 12 a.m. Kane and Kidoji-san can vouch for this, so it can't be wrong. And, however, Kane went to report the crime at 11:50 p.m. From Kane going out to your arrival on scene, only 10 minutes had passed. Is that right? Yeah, what about it? Have you forgotten your own words? Ho-ho! Ho-ho! If it takes at least 10 minutes to get to the shrine from the village, the opposite is also true. Which means It's completely impossible for Kane to go to the shrine and come back in just 10 minutes. Huh? Why's that? It only took Kane 10 minutes to find Reimu Hakurei and bring her here. You weren't at the shrine at all when Kane found you. What bull? Can you prove it? Proof? Don't we have the witness right here? Kane, where did you find Reimu Hakurei? Well, I found her at the village. Now we have solid proof. Do you have anything more to say, Reimu Hakurei? Linked Reimu to the crime. Cha-ching! What an extreme first case. You're telling me Reimu killed someone? Reimu? My Reimu? Killing people in cold blood? Never. You were at the village when Kane reported the crime. There's no denying it. Can you still say you have nothing to do with this case? And? What? I thought you actually had something to say. How disappointing. First of all, your witness is a suspect. You don't expect us to trust a suspect's words, do you? Right now, you're the suspect. And besides, the time lines up with my statement. Yes, for the sake of argument, let's say she's telling the truth. So what? I was at the village when she fled the scene and reported the crime. What's that have to do with anything? There must have been a reason you were near the crime scene in the middle of the night, such as murdering someone. Oh, I can give 1,000 reasons for that. Like going out for a walk. Going for a walk at a place that takes 10 minutes to fly to in the middle of the night? There's no way that's true. Don't worry, there's plenty more. Such as coming to sober up after a night of partying at a banquet. Yomu-san, going down this rabbit hole won't lead to anything. Indeed, I won't be able to break through from this angle. Is there no other way? What, cat got your tongue? Ah, the face of defeat scene, it just fills me with joy. Yomu-san, is there no other evidence besides the fact that Reimu-san was at the village suggesting she's the killer? Crap, I can't think of anything at all. There's no evidence of her crimes. None! How disappointing. Is it over just like that? Hey, look even sadder. Entertain me some more. This jerk. How on earth am I supposed to? Yeah, thank you, Gregory. Miss Yomu, take a deep breath. Kitaoji-san, do you still remember my words? When you hit a dead end, try assembling logic. Assembling logic? Now don't think of anything else. Calm your nerves and review the entire case. Perhaps you missed an important detail. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and think carefully. That's right. I need to calm down and reorganize my thoughts. Closed eyes, deep breaths. Ho-ho. Think. Thank you, Ivan, for the resub. Oh, what the fuck? What? What the heck is this? Calm down, Miss Yomu. Kitaoji-san, where is he? What you're seeing now is something we cannot see. What do you mean? Where the heck am I? In any case, please describe what you see. Well, there's a bright green light, a path seemingly made out of glass in the middle, and some stone gates. I see, so you're just like her. Huh? Time is of the essence. I'll save it for now. Before you is your mind's path of logic. My mind path of logic? Miss Yomu, logic is a straight path. As long as you head in the right direction, you will reach the truth eventually. However, there are mysteries blocking the way of logic. These mysteries manifest as gates that block your path of logic. Gates, you must mean those things in front of me. Correct, Miss Yomu. Now please review the case in front of the stone gates. Think calmly. When you solve a mystery in the case, the gate will open and logic allows you to continue. When the final gate is open, the truth you seek shall present itself. I seriously feel like a fish out of water. Time is running out even as we speak. Before Miss Reimu leaves, please open all the gates. Boy, the hell's going on? What are you talking about? I don't have time for games. I'm taking the suspect away. If you don't mind, Messiah. Okie dokie, leave it to me, Desu. Shit. Reimu-san, on such a dark and stormy night isn't just perfect weather to murder and frame someone. What? I won't forgive you if you write nonsense in your newspaper. I'm not sure what's going on, but it seems like they bought some time. Can only trust Kitaoji-san now. Review the case at the gates and solve the mystery. This all started when Reimu Hakude snuck into Hieda no Akiu's house with the intent to kill her. Before 11:30 p.m., Reimu Hakude quietly entered Hieda no Akiu's house. Right after entering her house, what would be the first thing she'd do? It would be take off her shoes so she doesn't make noise on the creaky boards. This is what it is, chat. The fact that Reimu's still wearing her shoes means she's got something to hide on her feet. It all comes down to feet! Akiu's house is very old. Walking with shoes on would make a lot of noise. Therefore, taking off her shoes was a necessity. Since the first thing Reimu did was take off her shoes, then where did she put them? The place she would put the shoes, could it be? The shoe rack, of course. That's right. The shoe rack. That's the only place where they wouldn't stand out. And Kane visited just as the murder was occurring. If there were anywhere else, Kane would have definitely noticed. Since that's the case, where are Reimu's shoes right now? Originally, Reimu planned to retrieve her shoes after murdering the victim, yet things did not go as planned. Kane's presence meant that she couldn't do that, which means Reimu Hakude's shoes are currently in Akiu's shoe rack. That's right. Because of Kane's sudden appearance, Reimu Hakude fled the scene. In that case, her shoes would still be in the shoe rack. And because Kane had always been at the scene, Reimu Hakude never had a chance to retrieve her shoes. This is the proof of Reimu Hakude's guilt. It's important. What's up, DDD? It's very important. You literally showed up like the end of the case. The evidence of your crimes has been found. Come on, Reimu-san. Tell our readers how you perfectly got rid of all the evidence. Aya, you can stop now. Actually, there's something we all missed. Oh? In order to silently kill someone, it's crucial to not make a sound. However, as this house is old, the floorboards will creak if stepped on with the shoes. The killer must have taken off their shoes, and the only place to put the shoes would be the shoe rack near the door. So what? Originally, the killer planned on retrieving their shoes from the shoe rack before fleeing the scene. But the appearance of Kane meant the killer had to leave in a hurry. Moreover, Kane had been setting up the scene from the moment she discovered the body. There was no chance for the killer to slip in. In other words, right now, the killer's shoes are still inside the shoe rack. Oh, that's right, Desu. God damn it. Aya, check all the shoes in that shoe rack, see if any of them match Reimu Hakude. If we find Reimu Hakude's shoes, this case would come to a close. Aye, aye. Just you wait. You have nowhere to run, Reimu Hakude. Aya, how is it? Aya, yeah. None of these shoes match Reimu-san. Yeah, because she's wearing them, dummy. What, are you sure? It's true. All these shoes seem to belong to Aki-san. How could this be? Ha 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 ha. That's what happens when you think you know it all. Serves you right. Zamamiro. Can you see I'm wearing my shoes right now? How could they be in that shoe rack? All right, Reimu Hakude is still wearing her shoes. Can't believe that slipped my mind. It didn't slip my mind. Was my reasoning flawed? No, she grabbed them on the return. Crap, I can't see where I went wrong at all. What a disgrace. Trying to pin a crime on an innocent person, and the Hakude Shrine Maiden no less. You could have been dealt with on the spot, you know. Just where? Where did I go wrong? But it's really strange, Miss Aya. If all these shoes belong to Akiu, where are the killer's shoes? There's no way the killer wore shoes when committing the murder, so where have their shoes gone? Indeed, that is a rather concerning question. What do you think, Yomu-san? Yomu-san? Just where? Where did I go wrong? Yomu-san! Huh? Oh, I'm here. Now isn't the time to agonize over your mistake. After all, our goal is to find out the truth, right? That's the request I gave Yomu-san. Our goal is the truth, Desu. God... How we get to it isn't important. So don't feel sad if your deduction is wrong, just correct it. Yeah, I accepted her request, so I have to do my best to fulfill it. If we're doing it, then we gotta do it until the very end. This is how the agency's director should act. She told me that as well. Who the fuck is she? How could I stop just because of some mistake? Understood, Aya. Even if my deduction is flawed, even if I'm proven wrong 1,000 times, I will not give up. Aya, that's the Yomu-san I know. Believing in your client until the very end. Well said, Miss Yomu. How touching. But just that is useless, you know. Evidence won't just appear because you refuse to give up. Then, let's take a moment to think. Back to that question, where have the killer's shoes gone? The killer's shoes. You're going in the right direction, Miss Yomu. The killer did indeed put the shoes in the shoe rack, and the killer had no chance to retrieve them while Miss Kane was here. And yet the shoes aren't in the shoe rack. Why is this? The shoes were still in the shoe rack when the killer fled, yet the shoes have disappeared. We can only assume they've been taken away. They weren't in the shoe rack. Kane took them away. The shoes have likely been taken away. Likely sometime after the crime, the killer took away the shoes. Good thinking, Miss Yomu. When did the killer take away the shoes? When did the killer take away the shoes? When the murder occurred, the shoes should have been in the shoe rack. Kane had been studied at the scene. The killer shouldn't have had a chance to enter the scene and take away the shoes. In that case, the only opportunity for the killer to take away the shoes would be during Kane's search for help. That's right. You have any idea how long it takes to get here from the shrine? At least 10 minutes, even if I fly. The murder occurred at 11:30 p.m., but Reimu Hakude was still in the village at 11:50 p.m. Her reason for that is now apparent. Hey, can you guys stop wasting time now? Sleeping back home is still the best. When I send you off to prison, you can sleep as much as you want. We're putting Reimu behind bars? The killer took away the shoes. Give me 25. Life sentence. 25 years for old Reimu. Never gonna be in another game again. Yet with Kane setting up the scene and ensuing investigation, the crime scene has never been empty. With one exception. When Kane went out to report the crime. Huh? Are you implying? Indeed, Kane had only left for a mere 10 minutes. The killer coincidentally entered at that moment and is near impossible. In other words, the killer had been outside waiting for Kane to leave. So what you're saying is the killer was still in the human village. Yes. Such as you, Reimu Hakude! What? Nice face. A moment ago I proved that you had been at the human village ever since the murder occurred. And the same just so happens to apply to the killer. That's bull. It's just a coincidence. Flying somewhere 10 minutes away in the middle of the night doing the same things the killer did. Even a fool would know that's not a coincidence. So what? Can you prove it wasn't a coincidence? Ha! You can't. No, the one who needs proof is you. What? According to the principle of Gensokyo, if you can't prove this is a coincidence, you'll have to be arrested as a suspect. What? Alright, let's end this. This is the final battle. Do your best, Reimu. You're gonna go to jail. Whoa. Listen to that Reimu theme. Don't accuse me without evidence. Holy shit, this Dechromatic Lowe's butterfly mix is amazing. My actions line up with the killer is a coincidence. In the end, the killer waiting outside is just a conjecture. What? The killer waiting outside is just conjecture, right? Do you have any solid proof? Bet you don't. One must be responsible towards the gods. Your accusations will merely anger the gods, I'm afraid. When Reimu's eyes go like that, it kind of makes me, you know, it's concerning. It's concerning. How strange. Weren't you going off about the principle against Sokyo? You have to be taken away if you're a suspect. Does it not apply to you? Who gives a damn about that broken principle? We're looking for proof right now. Do you have any? She brushed it off again. If it's proof, what we need is decisive evidence which proves Reimu-san is the killer. Yeah, it must be decisive. I won't accept conjectures. I want hard evidence. Aya, do me a favor and keep quiet. But if it's decisive evidence we need, I'll have to do something that links the killer and Reimu together. In other words, something that would only appear on the killer, but has appeared on Reimu. That ought to do the trick. Is that really possible? Why not? Where I go for a walk is none of your business. If it's a walk, you wouldn't have to fly somewhere else 10 minutes away. Oh, I didn't know my mom was a half-baked ghost. This Yomu dwelling on this point is meaningless. Miss Reimu has been waiting near the scene of the entire time. That is what you should be thinking about. She was waiting near the crime scene, And after getting rid of the shoes, she was quickly found by Cain. In other words, she never had a chance to return to the shrine. In other words, she never had a chance to change her clothes. Conjectures may be conjectures, but what conjecture is based on logic and facts. Conjectures are conjectures. Without proof, you're nothing. That approach won't work. If it's concrete evidence, I'll never think of it on the spot, but when I'm stuck, I have to go towards the path of logic. Me and the boys opening the logic doors to see the truth clearly. It's more or less pieced together what's happened here. How about the situation at the time? During the murder, Reimu snuck into Aku's bedroom. There, she tried to kill Aku but was noticed. Aku tried to flee but stopped dead in her tracks due to Cain. Reimu used the opportunity to stab Aku in the heart, killing her. Then, when Cain was still in shock, she pulled out her weapon and fled the scene. In that case, during all of this, what evidence would there be to prove she's the killer? Footprints. Well, she immediately pulled out her needle. There would be a result of blood. A huge puddle would form on the floor. Reimu Hakude had no time to hesitate. I doubt she had time to care whether she stepped in blood, which means she would have left behind footprints, although Cain already got rid of all the blood. But I have luminol. Oh, I guess bloodstain's still fine here. During the murder, Reimu immediately pulled out her weapon. This would result in a large amount of blood forming a huge puddle on the floor, which means she must have gotten blood on her. However, such a conclusion is too broad. Which part of her would have been stained with blood? If I can figure that out, then I'll have undisputable evidence. Welcome back to the world of cross-examination. Don't accuse me without evidence. Just a coincidence, the conjecture. Do you have any solid proof? Bet you don't. If you want solid proof, I know you don't have anything. It's still too early. Should really not leave any clues behind. Nothing of the evidence we have on hand related to her, but even so, there should be evidence that while still related to her, could still point towards her. Just what? Okay, but what do I press on? Wouldn't the he-gods be angered by your crime? I mean, okay. See, you keep falsely accusing me of murder. These gods aren't forgiven, you know. The one who should be worrying about the gods is you. Your hidden sins. I will uncover them all. Okay, it's not the blood stain. I know what it's related to, but I don't know the exact evidence. Not that. Whoops. Puddle. Not the luminol. Solid proof. Accusation sleep is your reason for everything. I am about to die. Solid proof. No. Yomi, you're getting pushed out of frame. It's too careless. The other side doesn't want to listen at all. I'm gonna be rendered useless. Game over. Alright, well, I'm back here at the door at least. More or less piece together what happened. Okay, yeah, it's the bloodstains, but I don't know where to present that. My problem right now is I don't know how to lead to this this course of conversation. What I understand is the bloodstains on the ground are relevant to it, but do I present the luminol? No? Solid proof. wasn't that. It wasn't that. No. No, that doesn't do anything. It was the socks. I proved something not too long ago. Oh. When the culprit entered the scene, she put her shoes in the shoe rack. Afterwards, she had been waiting for a chance to dispose of them. In other words, the killer had not been wearing shoes at the time. So what? Please think back to what Kane said. Something sharp went through Aku's chest and was immediately pulled out. The killer immediately pulled out her weapon after the murder. Reimu Hakude, you once taught us a piece of common sense. Only when the weapon is pulled out would the victim lose a large amount of blood. So you know how to learn from others, so? In that case, there must have been a lot of blood where the killer was standing. This is supported by the bloodstain at the door. At this point, the killer was scared of being recognized by Kane, so she fled. In that case, the killer definitely stepped in the victim's blood. What? Reimu Hakude, you're wearing socks, aren't you? They're wet too. If we find bloodstains on your socks, that'll undoubtedly prove that you're the killer. Exposed Reimu Hakude. Aya, check Hakude Reimu's socks. If we find any traces of blood, this whole case will be over. Alright. How dare you? It's useless to resist, Reimu Hakude. Resisting now is tantamount to admitting your guilt. Aya, how does it look? It's just a little bit wet. There aren't any suspicious stains at all. Uh-oh. Damn it! Did she use the rain to wash off the blood while waiting? In that case, any other blood stain on her would be gone too. Good thing we have luminol! Haha, it's all the same in the end. There are no bloodstains on my socks. Maybe I got rid of it. Maybe there were never any in the first place. The gods are always on my side. What a shame! You have any other proof of yours up your sleeve? I do. The item that can prove your socks were once stained with blood. Blood illuminant. What's the strange potion? It's called the blood illuminant, also known as luminol. Luminol? How could I actually... It's able to test for any and all traces of blood. Kiraoji-san, please do a test on Reimu Hakude's socks. Understood. Pardon me. There's no way such a thing exists. There's no way it works. Confess your crimes, Reimu Hakude. You, how dare you? The results are out. Fresh blood stains have been discovered on the outside of the socks. It's on the outside and it's fresh too. Now you can't even say it was from a past injury. Now we have solid proof. Do you still have anything to say? Yeah. She's gonna do a freak out. Impossible! This isn't happening. This is impossible! I'm the Hakude Shrine Maiden. Damn it. Give up, Miss Reimu. You're going to jail. At least this time, you won't be able to get away. Yeah, graze this one. You, who the hell are you? Only now do you ask for my name? You may call me Kira Katsura. Just gonna freak out, dude. Yo, chill! Chill, Kristoff. Jesus, it ain't that serious. Yeah, the case has been solved perfectly. So why'd you do it? Alright, Reimu Hakude, even if you refuse to face the music, now it's your turn to face the judgment of the gods. Oh. Want to hear a story? No. No, I don't. It goes like this. Oh, I know this story. Due to its age, Hieda no Aku's house collapsed during an investigation. Besides the Hakude Shrine Maiden, no one survived. Everyone on scene tragically passed away. Holy Reimu. You would... Hey, are you saying... Huh? Reimu Hakude? You all forgot the fundamental difference in our strength. So what if you proved I'm guilty? You can't do a thing to me. Seriously, taking a life? The gods can't stand bearing witness to such a thing. So I'll close my eyes, then the gods won't see it either. Damn it. She's the Hakude Shrine Maiden, virtually the strongest existence in Gensokyo. I can't slap her with a 25 to life. What now? Goodbye, may the gods grant you salvation. Bye, Reimu. Now, Miss Seija. What? What? What the hell just happened? In an instant, all my bullets flew back towards myself? What the fuck? What an interesting development. You're Seija Kishin-san? Long time no see, everyone. Been about a year, I think. What do you mean a year? Seija Kishin, a yokai who loves to reverse things. Fed up with the strong ruling the weak in Gensokyo, she once set off on a rebellion which sent the entirety of Gensokyo into chaos. When that failed, people from every corner of Gensokyo tried to capture her, but not a single one of them succeeded. This may be water under the bridge now, but she's given people no small amount of surprises. Chad, I like how both games tonight ended with Seija popping up. I'm lost. What's going on? Seija Kishin, are you here too? More or less, my dear. Speaking of, to think the person in charge of protecting Gensokyo's humans would murder a human. Quite the shocking piece of news. Waiting in the other room for so long wasn't for nothing. I requested the help of Miss Seija when Miss Reimu went to arrest Mr. Renosuke. Just in case. I see. Did you know I was behind it from the start? One must pay for their crimes, that is all. You little... Damn it, Seija Kishin, how dare you treat me like this? Well, my dear, in a certain sense, the fact that I foiled your plans is also a pretty interesting turnabout, no? She said it! Curse you. Curse you! Damn, this Reimu was kind of mean. With that, the late-night murder of the Hieda no Aku came to a close. Reimu Hakude was taken away by Kido Oji-san and Seija Kishin. Kane Kamishita-sawa was also punished for tampering with the crime scene. In the end, the true culprit was caught, the innocent was absolved, and the truth came to light. I suppose this is a happy ending to the matter. That really took a while. I doubt I'm getting any sleep tonight. Yomu-san did extremely well. Even the added request, you perfectly fulfilled everything. I'll continue to work hard. Don't tell me Yomu-san is... nice weather today. Truly, Yomu Konpaku, I owe you my thanks. When I stumbled upon the murder, even an experienced educator like myself panicked. I even tried to frame someone else. I have rectified my mistake. Truly, you have taught me a valuable lesson. Anyone would panic given the circumstance. I don't condone what you did, but I can't understand. But you probably caused the person you tried to frame no small amount of trauma. So even Kane can still learn from other people. That's really surprising. Don't worry, this guy's a fucking idiot. Pretend I never said anything. But Yomu Konpaku, I need to thank you as well. I don't really get it, but you helped me, right? I guess. Ever since I was young, I never really had it, if any, family. I'm alone most of the time. For others to help me is something I never once thought would happen. Oh, geez, dude, now I feel bad. So thanks. Oh, it's nothing. Well, I should be going. I must atone for my crimes, after all. It shouldn't be anything serious. The kids in the village still need their teacher, after all. I assume it will be something along the lines of a fine. Moreover, there will be a stain on my record. It will be with me for a long time. But if I simply gave up, how would I become a model teacher? Let me escort Kane. It's dangerous at night. You. Thank you. What a good guy, this Renosuke. How romantic. Romantic? One tried to frame the other for murder just a moment ago. Love always comes with its trials. And that's why I never take your articles seriously. Never mind, it's getting late. You should be heading back too. I still have to cook for Yuyiko-sama back at Hakugokuro. I also need a good night's sleep. I'm totally spent. Yes, that's true. Ah! What? That reminds me, there's a certain item. Kira-kun gave it to me. He said he found it on Reimu-san. He wanted me to give it to you, Yomu-san. I almost forgot. On Reimu Hakude. Yeah, it's this. Why is that on Reimu's person? This belongs to her. Who? Why do you remember so quickly, Yomu-san? How could I forget? Even if the last time I saw it was a year ago. 1 year ago during Gensokyo's final trial. Oh. Okay. What? I guess it was Maribel. That was only case 1, though. That's the end of the case. Oh. Save the game? Yes. Okay. Well, automatic save, but it should... Yeah. So it takes me to the next case, which... I guess... Wait, this is translated? Haha, now... I can finally... Big Sis? The Shrine Maiden? Gensokyo? All of it? All of it shall? Stop! Basically, as soon as the text is no longer in English, that's the mark that it's over. The background is changed to Maribel. I think this is the case that this case must take place in the past, huh? I don't know what 364 means. Oh, it's still in English. This badge. It's still in English, chat, but I don't know how much more of it's in English, but obviously I'm in the second case, so I'm gonna have to stop here. The Yakumo family should have taken it back a year ago. No, I'm stopping there, because the thing is, chat, I don't know when the text is just gonna stop, but obviously I don't want to touch the case until the whole thing is ready to go. Oh, right, that's what that button does. I'm gonna have to ask the translator. I'm gonna have to ask him where progress is on that, because the problem is if I just start playing and the game it slips into Chinese, it's gonna be like I can't do anything at that point. And if that happens in a certain point in the case, I'm gonna miss details. I'm gonna miss details. Yeah, it's also, I'm done the case anyway, so it's a stopping point. But I'm not gonna... I don't want to check out more until I know the next case is ready to go. But yeah, chat, that was Human Spirit Agency, Chapter 1. Pretty well made. Has good aesthetic. But I'm very confused. This is not available right now. This is not available. This is currently a passion project by the translator. And he essentially gave me a version of it translated, as you can see. He gave me this version basically as a way to show it off and also like test it. So I would say that passes the test. I'd say this game is pretty interesting and definitely worth playing more of. So odds are he'll probably do it at a chapter by chapter release, and I might play it chapter by chapter like that. I don't know how fast he's going to be on this because he's got other things he wants to do as well. But I'll check in with him. But this isn't available in English anywhere except right here at this stream and soon on the VOD channel. So yeah, ain't that cool? I got privileges. I'm privileged. But no, That was a very good game, and I'm interested to see what happens further into it because for one, we didn't get Rainbow's motive. We didn't get Rainbow's motive, and like I don't really know where this plot's going at all. But I have a feeling that this next chapter is going to take place a year prior, so it's going to be Maribel and whatever that case is, and that case seems to be very important to everything and this whole sigil and stuff. But yeah, we won't get informations until it comes out. But still, I would say that's very promising. It's a pretty well made, like it's Phoenix Wright in RPG Maker, which is like that's really weird when you think about it, but it works pretty well. It does work pretty well, and I really did like it. So I will definitely play more of it when I get the chance to. Don't you worry. As to when that'll be, I do not know, but stay tuned, and eventually more will come.